In the last part of this tutorial, I'll add some finishing touches to the flow. Since the default CRM contact entity has more than one email address field, the filter query should check all three email address fields: email address 1, email address 2, and email address 3. The no condition will also need to be fixed so the correct email address field gets updated. Let's first access My Flows and then open the flow between SharePoint and Dynamics 365, the one labeled "When an item is created, create a new record." Let's open the List Records action and then click on Show Advanced Options, and then we're going to alter the filter query so it checks email address 1 and email address 2 and email address 3. But instead of the AND operator, we're going to use the OR operator. Click on the field and type in OR email address 2 EQ, that's 2 single quotes, or email address 3 equals 2 single quotes. Now, just to be accurate, all of these need to be in lowercase or else it just won't work. Then if you click on this first expression, we're going to use the same expression. We'll just copy that, and then we'll click in between the single quotes, add an expression, and then we'll do the same on this one. We'll make sure that it appears in between the single quotes, like that one didn't for some reason. So we'll go back. Expression. Okay, now it appears between both single quotes, and we'll make sure there's a space between the single quote and the OR. And so now if we leave the condition as it is, but then now let's update the apply to each and then the update record. And if we leave things as it is, we're going to end up updating the wrong email address field. We need to compensate if it's the email address 2 field or the email address 3 field. So I've prepared a statement that we'll use for the expression, and it reads like this. This whole if statement checks if the title field, or basically the email field, is equal to the email address field from CRM. And if it does, then make that field equal to the SharePoint email field, and if it doesn't, keep the same value in the email address 1 field. So if I copy this and then use it in this email address, the first email field, for the expression, we'll paste it in here, click OK, and then we can do the same for the email address 2 field. We'll copy that one, move that over, paste that one, click OK. And then lastly, we'll do it on the third. Email address field number 3. Paste that in. Now all of our email address fields are correct. We'll do the update flow button. We'll let it save, then click done, and you're all set. In order to test it, what we'll do is we'll quickly add all 3 email addresses in here just to make it easier to understand. So I clicked on the Form button in the command bar, and then you wouldn't normally do this, of course, because it's the default solution, but this is just for demonstrations. Save it, and we'll publish it. Okay, well then we'll refresh. There we have our new fields. Let's just enter in Robert2 at testing.com and Robert3 at testing.com. And then in order to test this, we'll update this field. We'll create a new contact in SharePoint using Robert2.testing.com. Oops. And then we'll make sure that none of these other ones get updated. So we'll jump back to SharePoint. We'll create a new one. There's our Robert2. We'll say Robert testing. Test 3 actually. Keep it consistent. We'll do save. And when we go back to our flow, we'll see that it's running. Okay, the condition is false, so it goes to the no event. It does the apply each, finds one record, updates that record. It sees all three, which is good. And then the outputs, email address 2 looks correct. And then now we can jump back to CRM, refresh it, and make sure these are all the same. Yep. So our flow is working correctly. Now you're all done.